Hi stars, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. In today's video, we'll be carrying on with my series for trading for my dream megas. But before we start, I just want to talk about how I'm hosting a giveaway for reaching 6k subscribers, which I'm very happy and grateful for. So if you want to enter, I have all the rules on a short on my channel, so go make sure to check that out. It does close on the 17th of August, and I'll be announcing the winners on my community post on the 20th. But that being said, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so the first trade I started off with was I saw on someone's profile that they were looking for these wings, which I actually have, which is really good. And they started putting in their offer, which was mini mackerel, whatever they're called, a rice rabbit cake or whatever, and a rap doll. And I liked all of this, and I was actually quite surprised that they put in an exotic for this, because I did not know how much it was worth until I actually checked after, which I'll show in a minute once they've done their final offer. I asked them to change the rap doll though, because guys, it has no value. Anyway, then she added a koala and a few other ultra rares like the preppy capuchin, a seagull, and a water moon bear. And I was assuming she was gonna make me pick, because I actually did not know what it was worth. So I was like, sure, because was she actually gonna do it? Anyway, this is what the offer is on 𝐷. As you can see, they're over by like maybe 0.75. So if they hadn't have added those 4 ultra rares at the end, I would have been a bit over. So I actually didn't check the value at all during this entire trade, but I just kind of assumed it anyway. So then after this trade, I swapped servers, and this person wanted to offer for my 𝐼𝐴𝐿. They put in a mega brown spaniel, a fly lion, like a normal brown bear. I was about to call it a jungle bear, I don't know why. Anyway, and a meerkat. And on 𝐷, they were a little bit under by like 4 points. But in the moment, I knew I wasn't going to do it anyway, because I'm actually kind of attached to my 𝐼𝐴𝐿. Like, it's too cute to trade. So I really like the offer though. It was actually a really good offer. I really like the mega brown spaniel too, but I do prefer the 𝐼𝐴𝐿, so I had to decline, but it was still a really good offer. And then I got sent another trade where this person wanted to offer for my mega albino monkey, I forgot what it's called, and I was like, sure, because I do kind of want to get rid of this albino monkey. Like, it used to be one of my dreams, but I'm kind of getting sick of it. Like, it is getting a little bit boring. I'm just not a big monkey fan, you know. They're still quite cute, obviously, because they used to be one of my dreams. But yeah, so what they offered was they put in a 𝐜𝐤𝐿𝐿. I don't know what it's called, but they put in that mega one, which I know is an exotic, but it's not like one of the best ones. So, and I'm pretty sure that was a really hard trade. Anyway, then they put in a 2022 birthday cake hat, which is quite a good petware actually. They put in a king monkey, a peppermint penguin, and a neon gourmet hound, and a few sugar skull potions, which I actually haven't seen before, which is quite cool. But on 𝐷, they were a little bit under, and I wasn't really wanting to do it for that mega exotic, because I know they're quite hard to trade, but all the other stuff was quite cool. But I did decline, since it just wasn't really what I wanted for the pet. Then the next trade I actually did with a fan, which was really nice to meet her again, since I actually have met her quite a few times. But she had 2 pets I could have offered for, which was the mega goldfish and a mega kiwi. I wanted to check on 𝐷, but the thing was, my 𝐷 wasn't really working. Like, as you can see, like, it was all kind of frozen for some reason. So I asked her if she could do it for me, because I trust it, because I've met her a few times now actually. And she said they're 28.5 altogether. So I was looking through my neons, and I think I decided to do my neon majestic, and I think I was gonna do my neon 𝐤𝐥𝐿𝐒. So I did those, and I said, what is the value of this? Because like, I didn't know, and I could have added. So I did my ride, bush elephant, and 2 mushroom friends. So I knew I was probably a bit under, so I asked. So I think I was under by maybe like 2 points right now. And she said, could I change the mushrooms? And not gonna lie, at the point I'm editing, those legendaries I'd say it were really bad legendaries. Like, no surprise she said those them, because I put in a literal coconut friend and a golden walrus. So I asked if she would do these, and obviously she said no because they're bad. And then she asked what would I do for just fish, and I said I could do maybe just the Neon Majestic because I know it's not worth a lot and the goldfish is worth 8. So I asked if she would do the Neon Majestic for it. But when she checked, I was over by like I think 5 or 4 points. So, and I didn't really want to be that over, especially because it wasn't one of my like best megas I'm trading for right now. So I decided to put in this offer, and she said I was over by 0.5 on ELF, but I didn't mind since it's not even that much. And she was like, oh, thank you. And she did ask me earlier in the video but I wasn't recording, if I was actually wrecked, and I wasn't, but because I saw this trade could actually be successful, I started recording halfway through. So I told her that, and she was like, hi YouTube. Anyway, then we went through a whole match of just hashtags. But she also added a unicorn so it was fair, and the trade went through. So now we have a mega goldfish, which is so cute. So in this video, there's actually 2 successful trades, and this person had a candy floss chick, which I really wanted to offer because they're so cute. So I decided to offer for it using my mega albino monkey, which I was a bit scared about because in their profile they already have one, and sometimes people don't want double of their pet, especially if it's mega. So I was definitely a bit worried if I was actually gonna get it or not. But they said I could offer it, so I put in my mega albino, like I said, and I also decided to put in one of my neons. I don't know which one yet, but I didn't know how under I was, so I decided to put in my neon fluoride pup tune and asked if this was okay. But then he eventually said, can I swap pup tune? And I was like, sure. So I went back to my neons and I put in my neon Royal Spaniel. And now looking back at it, I can see why I didn't want it, because I was really under by like 12 points here. But he was typing and I said I can maybe add, because I was thinking I can maybe add like my Neon Pyrenees or something, and I wanted to see what he would say about that. Anyway, then he eventually said, do I have a different offer? But obviously I didn't have any offer apart from my albino monkey. I could change the ad, but not the albino monkey. So I asked him if he wanted me to change the ad, and he did say change please. So I put in my Neon Majestic eventually, and I did check, and I was over by like 6 points, even though he said, he was like, and I was like, bro, if you don't take this, like, I'm not doing the trade, like, I'm just literally someone else at this point. And he eventually said, I think I can do that, but I was a bit skeptical because now I know I was a bit over, but then I was like, let me just check ELF real quick because I think I'm a bit over. And I did say, I'm like over by 6 points. Do you think I can maybe do my original offer? Not like the pup tune, but like the Neon Pyrenees and the Neon Royal Spaniel. And he was like, I can add an Aussie egg. And I was like, I'm not a big egg collector, have you got anything else? And he eventually put in what are they called? I don't remember what they're called. They're called pink kitty headphones. So he eventually put those in, even though I already actually have them. But you know what, it's better than the Aussie egg, I think, because Preppy Petwear can get like way better offers than like those eggs, because I know the Christmas and like Aussie egg are like stored eggs, but they don't get as good offers as like the farm egg or like jungle and safari egg, obviously. So he put those in, and I was like, even though I was still a bit over, I think by around 4 points now, I was like, sure, I can do it, because I was kind of getting a bit like bored at this point. So I was like, let you do it. And I was really excited because I really love the candy floss trick. It's so cute. And I think it's like one of my favorite pets now because it's so cute. But I hit confirm and we both did the trade. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down what you think of the pets I traded for today. And I'll see you all next time. Bye, stars!